Soft rain tapping on the taxi roof, street lights blurring golden proof. The radio whispers our old song, and I knew I'd been gone too long. I drove back through the avenues we knew. Every corner still remembers you. That old stone bridge by the riverside, where you once tucked your hand in mine to hide. You sent letters with your careful hand, ink like rivers running through the land. Every page a little porch of light, pulling me home through the longest nights. Now I'm standing on this shining street, wondering if our threads might meet. I see a shadow in the evening glow, and my heart starts beating soft and slow. Rainy city hearts still beating where the storm cloud starts. Two silhouettes beneath one trembling sky, holding on as all the cars roll by. After all these miles apart, we're still rainy city hearts. You step out from a doorway down the block, closing up the shop at 9 o'clock. You raise your eyes and time stands still, like raindrops hanging on the windowsill. You laugh once like you can't believe I came back with water on my sleeve. I kept your letters in a ribbon stack, reading them when the nights turn black. You say we lost a lot of days, it's true, but every storm kept drifting back to you. Then you open up your old umbrella wide and whisper coming from the rain inside. Rainy city hearts still beating where the storm cloud starts. Two silhouettes beneath one trembling sky, holding on as all the cars roll by. After all these miles apart, we're still rainy city hearts. We walk down to where the river bends, talking like we never reached the end. Dashboard glow and midnight avenues, rising in the stories shared by two. You tell me how the years have treated you. Simple days and small dreams coming true. I say all my rose and neon nights led me back to your reflected lights. Maybe love's a rainy boulevard, puddles hiding every broken shard. But in the shimmer of the evening glare, I see us shining, standing there. If we get lost in the city's maze, Let the falling rain recall our days. Every drop upon your trembling hair says, darling, I am always there. Rainy city heart, let's mend the distance and the scars. Let this gentle shower wash the past away. Leave the tender part of us to stay. If you still feel what I feel tonight, hold me under all these city lights. After all these miles apart, we're still rainy city hearts. Soft rain fading into morning gray, but our footsteps never drift away. Hand in hand through quiet waking yards to forever rainy city hearts. When the jukebox played, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays, we were walking down the sidewalk, rain was falling soft and slow. You were laughing under my umbrella, street lights in a silver glow. On the corner by the old hall, you can hear that distant beat. Someone opened up the doorway, spilling music on the street.
You said let's go in a minute, just to get out of the rain. But I saw the way you swayed there, like you already knew my name. And my heart turned on
when the jukebox plays. Every little scratch and echo takes me back to those days when you slipped your hand in mine and the whole world slipped away. I still fall in love again when the jukebox plays. Inside the floor was worn and shining from 1,000 dancing shoes. Colored lights upon your shoulders made a halo out of blues. You were humming with a record, cheeks so close against my own. In that small town dance hall, darkness felt like we were all alone.
Every spin around that room wrote a promise in my chest. If the night could last forever, I would never need the rest. 'Cause my heart turns on when the jukebox plays. Every chord that rolls and lingers lights a fire in your gaze. When you lean into my arms and the noise just fades away, I still find that first night magic when the jukebox plays. Now the years have brought us homeward, porch light glowing soft and warm. Kitchen clock keeps steady ticking while the world outruns the storm.
But when you flip our little radio and an old song starts to rise,
I can see that dance hall ceiling in the shine of your sweet eyes.
And my heart sings on when the jukebox plays. Though So it's just our kitchen floor now, and the night feels far away. We still sway like younger strangers in those borrowed dance hall days. I grow new in love with you when the jukebox plays. So hold me closer, darling. If the world should fade to gray,
we'll be standing in that doorway, hearing softly far away.
My heart will always find you in that warm and gentle haze.
Every time our song comes on,
when the jukebox plays. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays. Sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays. Sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. When the jukebox plays.
it was a little wooden hall on the edge of town. Polished floor and paper hearts all hang down. You were leaning by the jukebox, collar open wide, coins upon your knuckles, smile a little shy. Someone dropped a nickel and the record turned. Every note was summer and my cheeks just burned. You held out your hand, said, would you like this dance? And the world got quiet in that first romance. Every time the music finds my heart, I can feel the night where it all would start. All the years between still feel so small when I hear that old song down the hall. By the jukebox light, you were holding me near, spinning round in a circle as the slow song filled the air. By the jukebox light, every shadow felt right, just a boy and a girl in the glow of the gentle night. And darling, even now when you turn out the day, I still see you swaying that way, falling into love by the jukebox light. Later at the summer fair, Ferris wheel on high, tiny little lanterns hanging in the sky. We were sharing cotton candy, laughing at the wind, talking about forever like it just began. Down below the dance hall hummed its quiet tune. We could hear it drifting underneath the moon. You said, when this ride ends, let's go back inside. And we kissed at the top on the midnight ride. Every time the needle meets the soul, I can feel your fingers never letting go. Every tender chord, every sweet refrain leads me back to you again. By the jukebox light, you were holding me near, spinning round in a circle as the slow song filled the air. By the jukebox light, every shadow fell right, just a boy and a girl in the glow of the gentle night. And darling, even now when you turn out the day, I still see you swaying that way, falling into love by the jukebox light. Now it's just our little house at the edge of town, porch light in the evening when the sun goes down. I can hear your footsteps on the gravel road, whistling that melody we used to know. I wipe off the table, turn the dial just so, let the record crackle with a tired glow. And you wrap your arms around me in the kitchen door, like that hall in 59 on that worn out floor. floor. Someday when our hair is soft and gray, when the world has taken half our breath away, we'll still clear a space on a worn-out rug. Let the old song spin while we share one hug. Let the world rush by in its noisy hue. I don't need a thing but a song and you. Anywhere the music finds us, love. We're back in that hall we were dreaming of. By the jukebox light, you're still holding me near, swaying slow in the silence that the whole world cannot hear. By the jukebox light, every shadow feels right. I'm your ever-loving girl in the glow of our gentle night. So darling, take my hand, let the years drift away. Let the record carry us today. I'll always be your heart in the soft, sweet night, falling into you. By the jukebox light, falling into you. By the jukebox light.
Christmas by the waves, I hear them call your name. Soft along the shore, nothing feels the same. The wind is soft along the pier tonight. I walk the boards where we were side by side. Moonlight trembles on the silver tide. Every gentle step is pulling me through time. I hear your laughter in the ocean air. Every little wave is saying you'll be there. Whispers by the waves, calling out your name, carrying my heart where the water breaks. Whispers by the waves, saying you're the same. Baby, when you come, we won't drift away. Just you and I, with whispers by the waves. I see us part beside the sleeping shore. Old car radio playing something slow. Your hand in mine, I couldn't ask for more. Dashboard glow was painting you in gold. This morning's letter had your crooked line. Darling, I'll be back, will you still be mine? Whispers by the waves, calling out your name, carrying my heart where the water breaks. Whispers by the waves, saying you're the same. Baby, when you come, we won't drift away. Just you and I, with whispers by the way.
footprints on the moonlit shore, whispers by the waves, circling at our feet, brushing out the years, making us complete. Whispers by the waves, nothing left to say. Hold me close tonight, love, and we'll always stay, just you and I, with whispers by the waves, just you and I, with whispers by the waves. Soft summer music in the evening air. You took my hand at the small town fair. Cotton candy clouds on a painted sky, laughter in the distance, children running by. You were standing there by the ticket stand, looking kinda nervous with your hat in hand. You said, do you maybe wanna take a ride? And the world grew small when I stood by your side. As the colors spun in a carousel light, I found my forever in a single night. Every little heartbeat learned a brand new feel when you pulled me close and whispered what was real. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where it all turned real. With the summer lights and the night so warm, I was safe inside your arms. Under the Ferris wheel, time had a way to heal. Every lonely evening I had ever known melted when you walked me home. We walked by the shoreline when the fair closed down, shoes in our hands on the edge of town. Waves were writing secrets in the silver sand, moonlight drawing halos where we left our plans. You said when the seasons start to change again, I'll be right here waiting like I was back then. And the ocean breeze in its gentle rhyme tied our little promise to a strand of time. Every quiet footstep on that midnight shore told me this was something I've been waiting for. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where it all turned real. With the summer lights and the night so warm, I was safe inside your arms. Under the Ferris wheel, time had a way to heal. Every lonely evening I had ever known melted when you walked me home. Now the years roll on like a lazy tide, but the glow of that evening never leaves my mind. There's a little fair in our living room when you hum that tune in the soft lamps bloom, and the porch lights on when you're late from town, like a tiny star that never lets me down. When you turn the key and you call my name, I still feel the Ferris lights around my frame. We don't need the summer tickets anymore. We can dance in slippers on the kitchen floor. But when life feels heavy and the nights grow long, I can hear that old fair playing in our song. If I ever wonder how our love stayed true, I just close my eyes and I'm there with you. Under the Ferris wheel, my heart remembers still all the little moments that we didn't know would become the life we'd grow. Under the Ferris wheel, you taught my heart to feel. Now with every sunrise I'm back at that
Soft sax crying low.
I saw you through a rainy window, hands wrapped around a coffee cup. Street lights on the glass were trembling like the words I'd bottled up. Years had passed like turning pages since we walked that dusky shore.
But one look across that cafe and my heart was yours once more.
I wondered if you'd feel it, if our memories still rhyme.
So I stepped in from the rainfall and said we're late,
but right on time. Back to that riverside
where the evening whispers low.
Back to that riverside
where our first sweet feelings grew and glowed.
If your hand is in my hand, we can turn back every tide. I found my way back home tonight. Back to that riverside. You drove slow beneath the lamplights, car radio soft and warm. Every song felt like a letter that we never quite had formed. I could see your face in flashes from the dashboard's gentle glow. The road we thought had ended led us where we used to go.
I whispered, do you remember how the sky would close our eyes?
You smiled and turned toward the water, said let's go see those same old skies. Back to that riverside
where the evening whispers low.
Back to that riverside
where our first sweet feelings grew and glowed.
If your hand is in my hand, we can turn back every time. I found my way back home tonight. Back to that riverside.
The path was damp with fallen leaves.
Ooh, the dusk lay soft upon your coat.
We stood where we were young and shy,
with trembling hearts and tangled throats.
Now the years have drawn their circles round the dreams we thought had died. But they waited by the water for our footsteps side by side.
Let the city keep on raining, let the windows fog and shine. There's a place the world can't follow, where your heart still answers mine.
If tomorrow feels uncertain,
ooh, if the night is deep and wide, we'll just follow every raindrop back to that riverside.
Back to that riverside where the evening whispers low.
Back to that riverside
where our older, truer hearts can show.
If your hand is in my hand, I don't need a map or a guide. I'm never really lost again. Back to that riverside. Back to that riverside, back to that riverside.
With your head upon my chest,
Every wave that breaks in darkness
sings you've come home to your rest.
If this moment is our answer to the tears we used to hide,
I'll meet you every lifetime,
back to that riverside. There's a table by the window where the neon softly glows,
and they still remember faces from 1,000 nights ago.
You were working at the counter in that all-night place, coffee in your fingers, flower on your face. I came in from the bus stop with the rain in my shoes, pocket full of questions and a heart full of blues.
You took the menu from my trembling hands, said, sit right down, honey, I'll see what I can.
You poured a cup of comfort, set it down so neat, and smiled, if you come back tomorrow, I'll be saving you a seat.
We were strangers in a city made of passing lights, but something in that corner made the world feel right.
All the empty tables faded from our view. There was just that little booth and me and you,
saving you a seat in the corner of my heart, by the window where our story had its start. Through the lonely evenings and the crowded streets, I'll be waiting by the table, saving you a seat, saving you a seat when the whole world feels cold, with a warm chipped cup and a hand to hold. If the days grow heavy and the nights repeat, you'll find me in that corner, saving you a seat.
Years rolled by like sugar in the silver spoon. We'd meet after closing under a sleepy moon.
You'd come from the factory with the dust in your hair. I'd wipe down the counter, pull out your favorite chair.
We'd count our little wages on the tabletop, talk about tomorrow and the dream of a shop.
You'd say maybe one day when our plans are complete, we'll have a place of our own where you're saving me a seat. There were nights by the window when the tips were thin, but we laughed till the morning just to keep the light in.
Every tired sunrise and each aching feet felt softer when you whispered, I'm saving you a seat,
saving you a seat in the corner of my heart, by the window where our story had its start.
Through the lonely evenings and the crowded streets, I'll be waiting by the table, saving you a seat,
saving you a seat when the whole world feels cold, with a warm chipped cup and a hand to hold. If the days grow heavy and the nights repeat, you'll find me in that corner, saving you a seat.
Now we've got a little kitchen with a faded checkered cloth, teapot on the burner and the radio soft.
Sometimes I set two places when you're running late. Light a single candle while I stir the plate.
And when you push the door and shake off the night, your shadow on the doorway makes everything right.
I say leave your worries out there in the street. I've kept it warm for you, I've been saving you a seat.
And if someday one of us must walk ahead, we'll keep that corner living in the things we've said.
'Cause love is just a promise that we softly repeat.
I'll always be there first, saving you a seat.
Saving you a seat in the corner of my heart, by the window where our story had its start.
When the years turn silver and our hands grow weak, I'll still be at that table, saving you a seat.
Saving you a seat when the night draws near, with an open chair and a place right here. If the stars stop shining and the clocks retreat, love will find its way back,
saving you a seat.
So if you're ever lonely on a darkened street,
just picture that small diner and our favorite seat,
and every little memory where our hearts still meet. I'll be there in the corner, saving you a seat.
Soft radio humming low, shadows on the wall, coffee cups between us, midnight down the hall. All the world is fast asleep, but we're still wide awake, floating in the little glow that only love can make. I remember when we met, your name in careful ink, on that folded letter with a coffee ring of pink. You wrote about your favorite song in late night city skies, your handwriting a gentle dance of hope before my eyes. I kept it in my jacket over every mile I roamed, reading it by a dashboard glow when I drove alone. Every line you left for me lit up those winding roads, till every empty highway lane felt almost like a home. Now the years have softly flown, we've built a quiet life of our own, and all the stars I used to chase are shining here in your embrace. Under the kitchen light, you're still my favorite view, bare feet on the linoleum, hair falling loose. Nothing but the ticking clock in this gentle night, just you and me talking under the kitchen light. Under the kitchen light, our worries fade away. We turn another ordinary midnight into something safe. If I could live forever in this simple sight, I'd spend every heartbeat under the kitchen light. There were storms and broken plans, bills we had to pay, letters on the table with numbers in the way. Yeah, you'd hum a little melody while washing up the place, making tiny golden moments out of ordinary days. Sometimes I drive you home with the radio turned down, streetlights
lights dancing softly on your sleepy crown. We don't need a movie scene, we don't need a crown. Just the murmur of your voice as the windows fog around. All the dreams I thought I'd find were waiting here the whole time. In every quiet laugh we share, in every whispered little prayer. Under the kitchen light, you're still my favorite view. Bare feet on the linoleum, hair falling loose. Nothing but the ticking clock and this gentle night. Just you and me talking under the kitchen light. Under the kitchen light, our worries fade away. We turn another ordinary midnight into something safe. If I could live forever in this simple sight, I'd spend every heartbeat under the kitchen light. One day we'll be older, silver in your hair. Maybe hands will tremble as we climb the stairs, but I'll set out 2 cups again the way I always do, and watch the quiet miracle of growing old with you. We'll pull out all those letters from a long ago July. Paper edges yellowed like the corners of the sky. We'll smile about the miles and how we found our way to standing in this little room at the end of every day. Let the city hurry by, let the headlines fade. We've got all we ever need in this small parade. Every whispered how was work, every are you tired dear, is a love song softly playing only we can hear. So when the doubts come tapping at our window pane, we'll pour another cup and say their names in vain. For every time life felt too dark or far too wide, we found our peace beneath this light, with you here by my side. Under the kitchen light, where all my wishes land, your shadow on the cupboards, my ring upon your hand. Nothing but the hum of love in the softest night, holding you forever under the kitchen light. Under the kitchen light, I see the life we've grown, from scribbled little letters to this place we call our own. If heaven has a doorway that feels just right, it must look like you smiling under the kitchen light. Turn the radio down low, let the night grow deep. Lay your head upon my shoulder, drift into your sleep. I'll watch over every breath till the edges of the dawn. Under the kitchen light, where our love goes on and on.
Soft radio in the night, you and me and one small light. Do you remember that old dance hall? Jukebox glowing by the wall. You asked my name, I said it's shy. You laughed and pulled me to your side. We swayed so slow to a broken tune, barely knew what love could do. But in your eyes, beneath that glow, I felt felt a forever start to grow. Now all these years have come and gone, but when you pull me close, it's like that song. Here in our little kitchen light, bare feet turning in the quiet night, sink still full and the hour's late, but you touch my hand and we hesitate. Oh, in our little kitchen light, we're still that boy and girl tonight. The world fades out, it's just you and me, and all our days shine softly. I still can feel that old car ride, dashboard glow and the stars outside. You took the long way out of town just to keep from setting me down. We talked of houses painted white, baby sleeping through the night. Funny how those dreams came true, and somehow I'm still here with you. Now toys are scattered on the floor, but when you kiss my cheek, I'm 17 once more. Here in our little kitchen light, bare feet turning in the quiet night, clock hands whisper that we should sleep, but this slow dance is a promise we keep. Oh, in our little kitchen light, we're still that boy and girl tonight. The world fades out, it's just you and me, and all our days shine softly. The porch light hums, the town's gone still, moon lays silver on the hill. You hum a line from long ago, I follow low and soft and slow. We don't need crowded Friday bars, we've got memories and a sky of stars. Right here with your arms around my waist, love is warm and love is safe. Maybe this is what they meant by happily ever after. Coffee cups and gentle hands, tired eyes and quiet laughter. We've had storms and sleepless nights, tears that fell and held on tight, but every time the darkness grew, this little light brought me back to you. Here in our little kitchen light, hearts still swaying in the sweetest night. Every wrinkle, every line we see is just the story of you and me. Oh, in our little kitchen light, love keeps burning soft and bright. The world fades out, it's just you and me, and all our days shine softly.
Just two shells by the jukebox light. I was wearing my new dress with a satin bow, summer on my shoulders, moving sweet and slow. You were leaning at the doorway of the old dance hall, trying not to look too shy against the painted wall. The band took a break, but the room stayed warm, so the owner dropped a nickel in to ride the storm. The jukebox started glowing in the corner dim, and you crossed the wooden floor like the lights pulled you in. You said if you're not dancing, I could hold you tight. Your voice just barely louder than the soft July night. I took your trembling hand, felt my own heart rise. All the world got smaller in your brown eyes. By the jukebox light, holding on to you, every little love song felt so bright and true. With the Ferris wheel turning just beyond our sight, we were learning how to dream by the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, swaying slow and near, all the noise of the town seemed to disappear. If the years ran on and we lost our fight, I swore I'd find you again by the jukebox light. Then the summer spun faster than the records played. You left on a Monday for a better trade. I stayed pouring coffee in that roadside lane, watching buses come and go in the evening rain. Sometimes on my break when the nights ran long, I'd hear our favorite line from that old slow song. I closed my eyes gently in the neon gleam, let the jukebox in my memory play the scene. I'd whisper, if you ever feel the pull tonight, there's a girl still waiting where we held on tight. Though the room had changed and the floor got worn, in my mind we were forever where our love was born. By the jukebox light, holding on to you, every little love song felt so bright and true. With the Ferris wheel turning just beyond our sight, we were learning how to dream by the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, swaying slow and near, all the noise of the town seemed to disappear. If the years ran on and we lost our fight, I swore I'd find you again by the jukebox light. Tonight the fair came back with the same bright signs, cotton candy colors and the ticket lines. I walked past the rides and the game stand roar, toward the old dance doorway where the warm lights glow. The jukebox in the corner looked a little more old, but it still held the songs that our young hearts told. Then I heard footsteps pause in the hallway care, turned around and saw you just standing there. You said, I've been chasing cities, but I lost my song. Every crowd felt colder, every road too long. So I followed this feeling to this very night, hoping you'd be waiting in the jukebox light. I smiled through the tears and I reached for you, said I kept one last dance that belongs to two. And as the record crackled soft and tight, we slipped back into that first slow night. By the jukebox light, holding on to you, every little love song still comes shining through. With the Ferris wheel shining like a crown of white, we found our hearts again by the jukebox light. By the jukebox light, when our hair turns gray, we'll be humming that chorus in the same old way. If the world forgets us and we fade from sight, we'll be dancing in their dreams by the jukebox light. I'll be there tomorrow by the jukebox light. I'll be there tomorrow by the jukebox light. Sha-la-la, good night. I'll be there tomorrow by the jukebox light. Soft little echoes from the Midway band, cotton candy shadows and your trembling hand. There by the river on a warm July night, music from the speakers, colored bulbs of light. You bought me tickets with your pockets nearly bare, saying all I really need is just to see you there. We skipped the carousel and all the noisy games. We walked along the railing, whispering our names, till we found a corner where the world stood still, just you and me, under the Ferris wheel. Every light above us painted gold on your face. I felt my young heart finally find its place, and when the wheel turned, carrying us on high, we drew a promise in the sky. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where I fell. In the hush between the laughter and the carousel, you took my hand so gently, everything turned real. The night began for us under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, stars in your eyes, river holding secrets, summer holding skies. Darling, I still feel the way I used to feel when you first kissed me under the Ferris wheel. Later in August, when the fair had rolled away, you sent me little letters every single day. Pressed inside the pages was a faded ticket stub and a tiny photo strip from that bright little booth of love. You wrote, when the wagons bring the Midway back again, I'll meet you by the river where our story first began. I pinned your words above my narrow windowsill and dreamt of you under the Ferris wheel. Seasons drifted by like boats on the tide, but I kept that memory safely by my side. Every year the lights returned in time, and you came back and made me yours and mine. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where I fell. In the hush between the laughter and the carousel, you took my hand so gently, everything turned real. The night began for us under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, stars in your eyes, river holding secrets, summer holding skies. Darling, I still feel the way I used to feel when you first kissed me under the Ferris wheel. Now we're a little older and the fair is back in town. Our children chase the prizes as the sun goes down. You slip your arm around me like you always do, and say this crazy spinning world still stops for me and you. We watch the cabins rising in a slow and gentle arc, while the river hums a lullaby just after dark. You turn and smile softly, and my heart stands still, like that first night under the Ferris wheel. Maybe all the colors fade with years that pass,
Coasters peel and petals fall in fields of grass. But love can stay as simple as a summer song if we meet back in the place where we belong. So when the midway closes and the crowds go home, and the evening leaves us standing almost all alone, just hold me close and let the whole world heal right here with you. Under the Ferris wheel, under the Ferris wheel, your hand in mine, every little heartbeat falling back in time. The same old song is playing, but it feels so real, 'cause I'm still falling under the Ferris wheel, under the Ferris wheel, soft and slow. River whispering stories only we can know. Darling, after all these years, it's you I feel every summer night under the Ferris wheel. Soft little echoes as the lights grow dim, shadows on the water where our dreams first swim. Wherever life may take us, I'll be dreaming still of the first I love you under the Ferris wheel. Snow is falling soft on an old Main Street. I hear a song from long ago beneath my feet. I was just walking home with my collar turned high, breathing the lamplight, winter in the sky. Then I saw your shadow in a window's glow, trying on a memory from years ago. You stepped from the doorway of that record store, same shy smile I hadn't seen since we were 24. You said, is it really you after all this time? And the clock on the corner skipped its chime. We laughed at the years that had slipped away, at the girl and the boy that we used to play. But when that old tune drifted through the night, my heart started swaying in the yellow light. Slow dance on Main Street, under falling snow, just you and I moving like the years turn slow. We don't need a ballroom or a band so sweet, just a soft old record and a small town street. Slow dance on Main Street, hand in hand, your cheek by my cheek as we turn and stand. If tomorrow finds us where the past and present meet, I'll be waiting for another slow dance on Main Street. You said I've been chasing dreams in a bigger town, neon in the windows, always running around. But I kept one picture in my wallet fold, two kids at a dance in coats of gold. I told you I stayed here when the summers changed, working at the corner shop, watching faces rearrange. But every winter evening when the snow would fall, I'd hear our favorite song and see you through it all. We stood there laughing as the night grew still, footprints in the powder by the old drug mill. Then you reached for my hand like you used to do, saying maybe we could try that dance anew. Slow dance on Main Street, under falling snow, just you and I moving like the years turn slow. We don't need a ballroom or a band so sweet, just a soft old record and a small town street. Slow dance on Main Street, hand in hand, your cheek by my cheek as we turn and stand. If tomorrow finds us where the past and present meet, I'll be waiting for another slow dance on Main Street. The sharp sun shimmer in the frosty glass, church bells echo as the buses pass. Some somebody's humming by the cafe door, and suddenly we're 17 once more. You whisper, I was scared to come back here, afraid the streets would say I disappeared. But the way you hold me in this winter light makes every wrong road feel alright. Slow dance on Main Street, let the snow come down. We'll carve a brand new story in this old, old town. We don't need permission or a crowd to see this little patch of pavement's just for you and me. Slow dance on Main Street, hearts in time. Your winter coat tangled up with mine. And if the years keep turning and our steps repeat, we'll keep on finding magic in a slow dance on Main Street. So if you ever wonder where my love might be, just think of that corner by the dim marquee. In every fallen snowflake, every heartbeat beat, I'll be there in the lamplight for a slow dance on Main Street.
Every word you said still whispers my name. I walk these rainy sidewalks with your letter in my hand. Street lights making halos on the shining pavement land. People rush around me, but I'm moving my own time, reading every line of you between the drops that slide. I stop beside the window of the little corner cafe where we used to trace our names in fog and laugh the night away. Your handwriting on paper feels like you're still here. Every curve and every word brings your voice to my ear. When the thunder rolls so low and the city moves in black and gold, I unfold your pages one by one till the storm inside my heart is nearly done. These letters in the rain are how I hold you close again. Every gentle line says that you are mine, across the miles, across the pain. These letters in the rain turn every teardrop into your name. Till you're back one day, I'll keep you this way. In these letters, in these letters in the rain. Sometimes I drive alone at night just to feel you near. Car radio is playing all those songs you love to hear. Dashboard glows a softer gold than any city light, and I pretend you're by my side, humming low all night. At every red light waiting, I take out your photograph, the one we took that Sunday when we couldn't stop our laugh. I see your eyes and suddenly the distance falls. Your picture leans against my heart like you're here after all. Every chorus on the air sounds like you're still standing there, singing softly, darling, don't you cry, while the wipers chase the raindrops from the sky. These letters in the rain are how I hold you close again. Every gentle line says that you are mine, across the miles, across the pain. These letters
letters in the rain turn every teardrop into your name. Till you're back one day, I'll keep you this way in these letters, in these letters in the rain. They say that time will heal a heart and make the waiting small, but I have counted every day and I still feel them all. Yet every postmark proves to me you're finding your way home. Each stamp a tiny promise I won't always be alone. I press your folded pages to my chest before I sleep. I dream of us together and the vows we're gonna keep. Morning finds me standing at the window once again, watching clouds roll over town and thinking of your pen. One day that last long letter's gonna say you're on your way. You'll step out from the station in the soft light of the day. We'll find that little cafe in the corner where we sat, and I'll read the words, I'm yours for good, imagine that. Rain can fall forever, but it can't wash you away, 'cause every drop that hits my hand spells out your name. These letters in the rain have kept our love so warm and plain. Every stormy night, you're my guiding light in every word you chose to send. These letters in the rain have turned my waiting into refrain. When you're finally here, I'll hold you so near. We won't need letters ever again, but I'll always keep these letters in the rain. Ooh, ooh. Till you're in my arms, I'll read you in the rain.
Hold me tight by the jukebox light. You were leaning by the record machine, coins in your hand, hair shining clean. I was nervous in my Sunday dress, trying hard to hide my breathless chest. Then you smiled and said, let's take a chance. If we play this song, would you dance? As the needle found its soft first line, you took my fingers gently into yours and mine, and the hardwood floor began to glide as the little town faded outside. By the jukebox light, we were swaying slow and holding on, like the night would never turn to dawn. By the jukebox light, every shy little word felt right. I became your always in your eyes that night. By the jukebox light. Later on at the summer fair, Ferris wheel turning in the warm night air, cotton candy on your laughing lips, fireworks echoing above our fingertips. You said someday when we're old and gray, we'll remember how we felt today. So we traced our names in dusty gold on the side of that booth where the tickets sold. And the midway lights to dawn by the jukebox light. Every shy little word felt right. I became your always in your eyes that night by the jukebox light. Now the dance hall's just an empty frame. Windows dark, but the street's the same. We walk home slow by the quiet sea. Your old coat wrapped around you and me. There's our porch light in a gentle glow, like a lantern from the long ago. And you hum that tune so soft and low, while the waves keep time in their easy roll. We have seen the seasons come and go, watched our little house fill up with snow, shared our laughter, mended every tear. Still I'm 17 when you draw me near. If the music stops and all the nights grow still, I will hear that record spinning on the sill by the jukebox light. Every time you pull me to your heart, we're right back at where we used to start by the jukebox light. In our kitchen or the soft moonlight, I can feel that first forever in your eyes, so bright by the jukebox light. Hold me tight by the jukebox light. Through every night by the jukebox light. Soft radio playing low, night wind in my hair just so. There you are, I always know in the dashboard glow. I saw you at the summer fair, Ferris wheel lights in your hair, laughing like those days ago before we had to let it go. You looked my way, the world stood still, cotton candy, evening chill. I heard my heart say soft and slow, turn around, don't let him go. All those little yesterdays came rushing back in waves. Every song we used to know, rising from the radio in the dashboard glow, with your hand in mine. Every mile we drive rewinds us back in time. There's a song about forever on the late night show, and it sounds like us in the dashboard glow. If the road gets dark, if the stars sing low, I'll still see your face in the dashboard glow. We left the noisy fair behind, drove until the lights were blind, parked down by the riverside, moon and water side by side. You said I took the long way round, but somehow I'm on the same old ground. I smiled and brushed your collar straight, said love is never really late. All the years we walked apart still kept a place inside my heart, like a station on the dial, waiting there all this while in the dashboard glow, with your laugh so warm. You were shelter through my every passing storm. There's a melody, a promise only we both know, and it plays for us in the dashboard glow. If the world turns fast, if the nights run slow, I'll be right here, love, in the dashboard glow. Ooh. We talk about our separate roads, tiny rooms and heavy loads, photographs we never sent, letters written, never spent. You say you heard my name one night under some old barroom light, and every song they tried to play sounded like we'd find a way. Maybe love just circles back like the wheel along the track, like the river bending home after all its miles of foam. Maybe every star above has been spelling out our love, leading us where we should be. Back to you and back to me. So if ever doubts arise, we'll just look with quiet eyes at that gentle amber glow, painting us in honey gold in the dashboard glow. Let the night roll on, we'll be singing with the radio till dawn. Every heartbeat finds a rhythm only we both know, as we hold on tight in the dashboard glow. If the years fly by and our hair turns snow, I'll still love you there in the dashboard glow. Ooh, soft radio fading low, head on your shoulder, driving slow. All my roads now seem to go to you in the dashboard glow.
Do you remember, darling?
Our street in the rain,
Oh, oh, oh. I saw you standing by the traffic light. Car turned up to the silver night.
I almost turned and walked the other way, heart not sure what it wanted to say.
Then you smiled beneath your umbrella shade. Raindrops dancing on the plans we made.
You said it's been so long, how have you been? And all at once the years felt paper thin.
The city bled like tears on glass, but something in your eyes pulled me back to the past. Our street in the rain, where the lights blur gold and blue.
Every step leads me back to you.
Our street in the rain,
With your hand in mine again.
I remember who we've been when the world feels strange and far away.
I find my heart again on our street in the rain.
Oh, da, 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 da.
We found a window in a corner cafe,
Steam on the glass, watching people sway.
saxophone, soft falls from a radio glow, tracing old songs that we used to know. You stirred your coffee like you used to do.
Hands still shaking when you looked at me too.
I said I tried to love, but it felt untrue. Every road, every song led back to you.
The raindrops wrote our names in lines on the pain like all our half-forgotten signs. Our street in the rain, where the lights blur gold and blue.
Every step leads me back to you.
Our You traced a circle on the window pane. I whispered maybe we could try again. The wipers kept the time, the city sighed,
and we just let the silence be our guide. In your kitchen now,
with the small light on,
all the hurt between us almost gone.
you touched my face like a fragile glass,
saying let's stop running from our past.
we can't go back, but we can start anew.
With every drop that falls, I choose you.
If love's a road that bends and breaks, tonight we're finding what it takes. Our street in the rain, where the nights roll to you and me.
In reflections only we could see.
Our street in the rain.
Now your heart is close again. I remember who we've been.
When the dark feels deep and cold and strange,
I come home once again to our street in the rain.
so when the storm comes around someday, we'll meet where it began, that way, side by side, hand in hand again,
On our street in the rain. Sunshine playing in the corner of my mind, like a record we have worn a million times. We were just faces in that small town hall, paper streamers hanging, letters on the wall. You were leaning by the old jukebox, tapping out the rhythm on your worn out socks. I was hiding in my Sunday dress, trying not to show how my heart confessed. Then you smiled and said, would you like this dance? And the night began with a simple chant. Every note was a gentle sway, every step stole my breath away. In that dusty room with its colored light, I found my whole world in your eyes that night. Under the jukebox light, you were holding me so tight. Every little love song spinning slow and low told me I should never let you go. Under the jukebox light, everything just felt so right. From that very first waltz till the morning bright, I've been yours under the jukebox light. Summertime came with the county fair, Ferris wheel turning in the warm night air. We were laughing with the stars above, candy on our fingers, pockets full of love. You won a ribbon at a crooked game, pinned it to my sleeve and softly said my name. We rode high where the town grew were small, and you whispered, darling, I will give you all. From the tilt-a-whirl to the carousel, every little promise that we made felt real. And when the brass band faded out of sight, we still heard our song in the summer night. Under the jukebox light, you were holding me so tight. Every little love song spinning slow and low told me I should never let you go. Under the jukebox light, everything just felt so right. From that very first waltz till the morning bright, I've been yours under the jukebox light. We may not dance like we did before, but I hear our song on the kitchen floor. With the radio low and the dishes done, you pull me close and we sway as one. If the lights go down and the years grow dim, I'll still be reaching out my hand to him. For in every room and in every night, I can see us there in that jukebox light. Under the jukebox light, you're still holding me so tight. Every little heartbeat steady, soft and true, feels like that first evening I found you. Under the jukebox light, time can fade, but not our night. When the band is gone and the world's out of sight, I'll be yours under the jukebox light. Under the jukebox light, my dear, every step just keeps you near. From that very first waltz till our last twilight, I'll love you under the jukebox light. Soft song playing in the corner of my mind, and I'm yours now and for all time.
There's a whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river in the twilight seems to glow. I still see you standing by the track that night, little brown suitcase held in your hand so tight. They called out your number through the station there, and I tried to smile like I didn't care. You said, don't you worry, it's just for a while. I'll send you a postcard with a borrowed smile. But the door slid closed with a shuddering sound, and my heart stayed here as the wheels roll round. We were young and sure that time would bend, didn't know how far that line would send. Every dream we'd drawn together in ink, farther than we'd ever think. The train and the river took you far from me, still against the water in my memory. Smoke in the night and a silver
I stand here watching where they used to meet, your goodbye echoing under my feet. Now I walk that riverside at evening's fall, watch the soft reflections dance along the wall. Sometimes in the current I can see your face, shining like a promise I can't replace. There's a distant rumble on the iron bridge, like a broken heartbeat on a rusted ridge. I close my eyes and I can almost feel your hand in mine as the shadows kneel. I have sent my letters to the great unknown, every careful line in a tender tone. Maybe in some city when the day is through, you hear a whistle and you think of me too. The train and the river took you far from me, still against the water in my memory. Smoke in the night and a silver stream, carrying you farther than our small town dream. The train and the river, they both run on, one to the dawn and one to the dawn. And I stand here watching where they used to meet, your goodbye echoing under my feet. In my little kitchen with a ticking clock, I can hear your laughter in the kettle's talk. Under one bare bulb and the evening news, I pour one cup of coffee like I used to do for two. Sometimes I rise when the house is still, lean on the window by the windowsill. If I see a shimmer on the midnight glass, I pretend it's your shadow coming up the grass. The train and the river drew their lines so wide, but they can't erase what you left inside. Every low, long whistle in the winter air feels like a soft confession that you still care. The train and the river may keep us apart, but they can't change the map of my faithful heart. If I stand here waiting till my days are through, I'll be where the river bends, thinking of you. There's a whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river keeps on moving where our dreams still flow. The train and the river, as the night turns blue, carry all my longing, all my love to you.
Love beginning in a dusty room. You walked in wearing your Sunday best, nervous hands folded on your chest. I was standing with my girlfriends near, trying not to let you see my fear. You caught my eye in the colored glow, red and blue circles spinning slow. Then you smiled like the world was right and asked, would you like to dance tonight? My feet were trembling as we moved so close, every little heartbeat counting every note. The whole town faded in the smoky air till it felt like only we were there. By the jukebox light, you held me tight, spinning slow in our small town night. Every little drum beat felt like fate, every whisper word said don't be late. By the jukebox light, I found my home in your two arms. I was not alone. If I live 1,000 years, I'll still remember right how my whole life changed by the jukebox light. Summers passed at the county fair, Ferris wheel turning in the warm night air. You won a ribbon and you gave it to me, said tie it in your hair so the world can see. We saved our pennies, bought a tiny place, little white porch where the roses chase. Every evening when the day turned gold, we'd hum those songs that never got old. You tapped the rhythm on the wooden rail, I'd laugh and spin in my cotton veil. Even when the bills felt hard and thin, you'd say let the music pull us in. By the jukebox light, you held me tight, spinning slow in our small town night. Every little drum beat felt like fate, every whisper word said don't be late. By the jukebox light, I found my home in your two arms. I was not alone. If I live 1,000 years, I'll still remember right how my whole life changed by the jukebox light. Now the dance hall's just a boarded door, no more records on that wooden floor. But when the evening settles soft and low, we turn our radio down real slow. In the kitchen with the fading day, you pull me close like the old time way. Our silver hair in the gentle shine, still keeping to that same old time. Some folks think that love is fireworks and flame, here and gone like a carnival game. But ours was born in a simple song, gentle and steady and lasting long. When the house is quiet and the world feels wide, we sway in secret by the lamp inside. And I close my eyes and I'm young once more, back in that hall on that worn dance floor. By the jukebox light, you held me tight, spinning slow in our small town night. Every little drum beat felt like fate, every whisper word said don't be late. By the porch light now we're swaying slow, humming all the tunes from years ago. If I get one last dance before we say goodnight, let it start again by the jukebox light. nickel in a song from long ago. I was just a girl and you were holding me right, and my heart still lives by the jukebox light. Golden evening on the quiet shore, soft blue shadows where the waters pour, your suitcase leaning in the fading light, my hand in yours, trying not to cry tonight. We walk slow by the riverside, watching little boats on the turning tide. You trace my name in the dusty rail, said write me letters, they'll never fail.
The whistle sang through the purple sky. You brushed a teardrop from my eye.
You said close your eyes when you hear that sound, and feel my arms come back around. You pressed a picture in my palm so tight, your name in ink, your promise in the night. I won't forget you, whatever I do. You whisper low and I'll come back to you. I'll wait by the river where the low lights shimmer and quiver, when the trains roll by and the night runs long. I'll be holding on to our song through the seasons that make us shiver. Darling, I'll wait by the river.
City windows in a silver row, lonely coffee in a neon glow.
I keep your letter in my work-worn hands, reading every line like a sacred plan. At night I drive where the streetlights fade, car radio playing all the slow songs we made. Your photograph on my dashboard there, smiling like you're in the passenger chair. When the DJ spins a soft refrain, I hear your footsteps on the platform again. I close my eyes and I hear you say, I'll be waiting when you find your way. I'll wait by the river where the low lights shimmer and quiver, when the trains roll by and the night runs long. I'll be holding on to our song through the seasons that make us shiver. Darling, I'll wait by the river. I send you pages in my careful hand, I trace your name in a foreign land. Each little word is a bridge of light, guiding me home through the softest night. Then one spring evening the whistle cries,
I see our town in the twilight skies.
my heart runs faster than my feet can move. Every mile is a step back to you. The platform shakes as the engine slows. I see your face where the lamplight you start to run. All those lonely miles melting into one. We hold on tight in the smoky air, all the waiting wrapped up in a prayer. No distance now, just your hand in mine, and the river shining like a silver line. I'll wait by the river, now your arms are warm and thicker. When the trains roll by and the night runs long, we'll be swaying to our own sweet song. Through the years that may make us shiver, side by side by the river. I'll wait by the river. If life ever pulls us hither and thither, just follow the lights where the water's clean. You'll find my heart where we first dreamed. When the world feels colder and bigger, love, I'll wait by the river.
We used to climb those 4 flights in the dark, sneakers on the steps so no one heard. You'd hold the door and whisper, "Careful now," like we were slipping into some forbidden world. The city hummed beneath our borrowed sky. A line of shirts was dancing in the breeze. We traced our futures in the chimney smoke and let the rooftops listen to our dreams. We had nothing but the moon and a radio tune, but it felt like morning would belong to us soon. In our little rooftop world, where the stars lean close to see, I was just a shy young girl. You were all the air I'd breathe, while the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirled. I learned how love can hold you in our little rooftop world. The neighbors' windows glowed like picture frames. We'd hear a laugh and then the dishes ring. You'd draw a heart in dust along the rail and say someday this might be our everything. We shared a coat when autumn found the town. You wrapped it tight and brushed my hair aside. You said, someday we won't have to hide like this. We'll have a place where you can always be my bride. We had nothing but the moon and a radio tune, but I swore my forever when I danced there with you. In our little rooftop world, where the stars lean close to see, I was just a shy young girl. You were all the air I'd breathe, while the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirled. I learned how love can hold you in our little rooftop world. Now the years have filled our closets and our days. We've got bills and clocks and lines upon our face.
But when the night gets heavy on my chest, you take my hand and lead me up those stairs again. Tonight the city's older, just like us, but every roof still wears a crown of light. We stand between the laundry and the sky, and you pull me gently closer by your side. You say, remember when we had no plans at all? I smile and whisper, this is what they all became. Two tired hearts still beating in the dark, on the same small roof where I first learned your name. In our little rooftop world, where the stars still lean to see, I'm no longer just that girl, but you're still the air I breathe. While the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirl, I'll spend my life beside you in our little rooftop world.